Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Our topic is drawing up test specifications. To begin with, what is a test specification? Specs, also called, are details of properties of individual items or the knowledge of skills and abilities that are encoded in specific items. Also, they are procedural guidelines used for the purpose of creating many versions of a test for different groups of test takers.
Then we have the specs have the role of a generative blueprint from which may equivalent test items or tasks can be produced. Here we have the example that include the skills, abilities assessed, a description of its content, items types, methods such as multiple choice or closed test. Then we have the task, for example, written essay and reading a short passage. Then we have the skills to be included and specific procedures to be used to score the test. And finally, the explanation of how test results will be reported to students.
Also, to continue with the specifications, we have the content-based specifications, which includes the information about the test, such as numbers, variety, the format of the test, and how the test is delivered to the student.
Grammar unit test. That was a time when controlling a grammatical structure was seen as the very core of language ability, and it was unthinkable not to test it. In this picture is an example for gut feeling. Gut feeling items should be had just one correct response. Another example is paraphrase. In this way, items require the students to write a sentence equivalent a minute to one that is given. And finally, complexion. This is a technique can be used to test a variety of structures.
Following, we have midterm essay specifications in here, clear directions, which means students need to follow specific steps to develop their essay. Following that, we have a familiar topic. What I mean with this is that the students need to have a previous knowledge about the lectures covered in class. Then we have assign and expectations, which means the length of the essay. Then we have time limit, which means how much time they are going to use to develop this. And finally, evaluation criteria, which means what points the professor is going to take into considerations to give them a grade.
Okay, finally, we have midterm essay specification, and here we have some tips to provide to our students when they are grading their midterm essay. The first tip is come to the essay arm with knowledge and a handful of arguments. In other words, they have to brainstorm their topic. Then we have prepared a time scheme according to the time that they will have, the time limit. They will prepare the time. Besides, we have read the prompt and identify the component parts. The prompt is something that they have to be familiar with. Then, on the other hand, we have look over your underlying in notes. It's kind of important. Then, in the fifth point, we have align the essay. That means that they are going to prepare the essay. And finally, we have to grade. After the grading, they have to prove reading and look for some mistakes in order to create the final product. And that will be all, and thank you.